If you're someone who likes to collect cards in games, you know, own them all, like you were one of those guys who used to finish the Pokédex in Pokemon games, well, I'm actually really sorry for you because in this video, I'll basically shatter your dreams of owning all the cards in Dokkan. This game has simply just too many cards that are not obtainable anymore, and actually might just never be. So if you actually own any of those cards, consider yourself lucky. We'll start with a cool one. This adult Gotenks trophy card was given out on JP as a free login bonus reward card during multiple hero celebrations. But for some reason, never on global. Like, they never gave out that card on global. And now that Heroes isn't a tin anymore, I'm afraid that we global players will simply never ever get to own a copy of that card. So sad, bro. But that card was not the only thing that never came to global. There's a set of characters that were only obtainable on JP via some V-Jump codes. I'm pretty sure that we don't even have the option anymore to put codes in game. So it's safe to say that even if you somehow manage to find one of those V-Jump codes, they're just not usable anymore. Talking about codes, there's also this blue Goku that was only obtainable through a code from the Dragon Ball Superstar guide. So also a card we'll never be able to obtain. Now, as for the next two cards, they might genuinely be obtainable in the future, since there's just like discontinued strike events, old strike events that never even got renewed into super strike events, but they might like renew them again and bring them back and give them easies, so I guess there's hope. But as for now, the strike Kibito and Piccolo Jr. are simply not obtainable in game. Now for these cards, they're actually obtainable, just not in their R forms. Because yes, back in the day, story events used to drop farmable R characters, but once those events got renewed, they were only farmable as SRs, so their R forms are simply not obtainable anymore. There's also the New Year login bonus cards, like Android 18 and Tech First Form Frieza. Android 18 was only given out once during New Year's, but Tech First Form Frieza came back multiple times during various Twitter campaigns, and more recently during the 10th year anniversary. However, this might have only been like a one-time thing, and he may never be obtainable again. But I guess it did open up the door for the possibility of them bringing back Kimono Android 18, which I'm sure would please like a lot of players. Some cards were also only obtainable as reward cards during specific world tournaments. AGL Oob, who was given out as a reward card during the 13th World Tournament on JP and the 11th World Tournament on Global. SR Tech Roshi, who was given as a reward during the first World Tournament on both versions. SR Strength Oob, who was given as a reward card during the first World Tournament only on JP. And SR Goku, who was given out as a reward card during the 1st and 28th World Tournaments. He was also given out as a reward during the $20 million celebration exclusively on Global. So out of these cards, I think this one has the highest chance of making a comeback. There's also this In Blue Goku, who was obtainable as a reward card during the 10 million download celebration. Some cards are also only obtainable through missions during specific celebrations. Since they weren't farmable from any event, there's currently no way to obtain them. I could see Android 18 Link State coming back if they ever do like another Fighter Z collab, but I think we might never see Yamcha's girlfriend again, since Heroes isn't a teen anymore. Like, I guess they could still bring her back if they ever do like a Divers collab, but we can't know for sure. During the holidays, Dokkan like to release some special guys that are only obtainable during the celebration they came with, mainly by summoning on the carnival banner of that month. We've seen Santa Roshi come back plenty of times, so I could see them bringing back Santa Gohan Goku or Kid Trunks and Mai, but like I said earlier, as of now they're unobtainable and we can't know for sure if they'll ever bring them back. There are also some April Fool's cards that were given as login bonus reward cards during April Fool's celebrations. Those cards never came back, so it's safe to assume that they never will. Talking about login bonus reward cards, this is a more like recent one, but Bill's Boob, or however you pronounce that name, who was given as a login bonus reward to celebrate the movie of Sandland, isn't obtainable anymore and might never be, especially since Toriyama passed away, rest in peace to the goat, so this might be the last time we'll ever hear of Sandland. Big ass Hope Goku, who was only obtainable during the first year anniversary and the 200 million download celebration, with the 200 million download celebration being the last time he came back, well, before the 10th year anniversary, but like I said with Frieza, this might have only been like a one-time thing and he might never come back again, like who knows. All of the Arale crossover characters are also unobtainable and may never return again due to licensing issues. Like from what I've heard, I don't think Dokkan is even allowed to bring them back. So yeah, that sucks because that's 7 characters. Players will never be able to obtain again. 7 characters. The game also has like a bunch of story events that never came back and you can't even access in the portal of memories, and the unfortunate part is that those events came with farmable characters we may never be able to farm again. The Penguin Village story event with 2 farmable fish free-to-play units, Kid Goku and Arale, the One Piece crossover campaign with a farmable Super Saiyan Goku, the Resurrection F story event with an SR HL Frieza and an R Police Officer Krillin. There's also this tech final form Frieza that has been removed from the regular SSR summon pool, probably because of his awakening. Like, he's a Planet Namek Saga Frieza that awakens into a golden Frieza from the Resurrection of F movie. So as you would guess, his categories are kind of all over the place. And this is not the first unit actually that they removed from the regular SSR pool. They also removed one of the first original 4 SSRs from the general SSR pool back in the days, but they actually brought him back during the 2021 worldwide celebration and gave him an awakening. So this could potentially happen to that Frieza. Like, they could potentially bring him back, fix his categories, revamp the Resurrection of F story event, and I guess easy him. Honestly, who knows. Now, this card was actually always obtainable on Global, but before the 10th year anniversary, on JP you could only obtain it once as a login bonus reward card during the 20 million download celebration. So yeah, depending on when this video will be out or when you will be watching it, it could be possible that that card may not be obtainable anymore and might actually never come back. At least on GP. And bro, I know I said it like 10 times already in this video, but we're actually almost done. There's only like one card left to cover, and this one is a crazy one. I don't know if you knew, but you could obtain an Int SR Trunks if you pre-registered for the game. Bro, who would have pre-registered for the not-so-hit mobile game Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle at the time? I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a single player who still has that card now. The ones who did pre-register for the game probably stopped playing at some point. Like, is there even a single player who pre-registered and played Dokkan from day 1 until today and is still playing the game? Like, that's like, there's just no way. But yeah, this is it for today's video. I'm sorry if you're one of those like collector type guys. I too used to max out the Pokédex growing up, even though I mainly just did it for the charm that increased the chances of like encountering a shiny. If you know, you know. On the bright side, unlike Pokemon, there are actually no rewards in Dokkan for owning every card in the game. I guess it could be cool to flex, but yeah, that's about it. But just imagine if like they dropped a title that is only obtainable if you own every card in the game. Anyways, if I missed a card, let me know in the comments down below. But I'm pretty sure I covered all of them. I know there are cards that are only obtainable once, like the login bonus 1000 days Goku or the SR Kid Goku from the Kai missions, but I don't think those count since you can still get them if you were to make like a new account today, which I guess could be a video on its own, like Dokkan cards that have limited copies. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll see what the future holds.